Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Mara wadilo, mara bayo. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I don't speak much Gujarati, but I can speak Kutchi, and I think there are some people who can't understand Kutchi, so I'll be mixing Urdu and इंग्लिश। तो इससे पहले कि मैं शुरू करूं, अच्छा, टॉपिक जो है ये लेक्चर की, लर्निंग अरबिक लैंग्वेज फ्रॉम द होली कुरान। दिस इज नॉट ए तफसीर, दिस इज जस्ट अबाउट लर्निंग द अरबिक लैंग्वेज फ्रॉम द होली कुरान एंड हाउ टू लर्न, बिकॉज वी वांट टू नो what we are reciting in the Quran. God has sent us a message. We want to know what is that message. We are reciting prayers, so we are addressing God. We want to know what are we addressing to Him, what are we talking about. We don't want to recite the Quran and recite our prayers. Very sorry to use these words, though they are not written here, but just it flashed into my mind. It's a negative word. We don't want to recite like a parrot. We have been told in our schools, don't read the book as a parrot. Understand? So the topic of this subject is understanding or learning the Quran and not the tafsir. I would like to clarify one more thing, that I'm not doing any tafsir. I'm not qualified to do the tafsir. I've never been to a hawza. I've never been to a madrasa where they teach the diniyat at a higher level, at a lower level. Yes, I attended in Yemen. What I mean to say that tafsir is a very, very big thing. I'm not qualified for it. I'm not a sheikh. I'm not even a muallim. So, going directly into the topic, what I'm doing actually when I conduct the Quran darsa, that I explain the meaning of the Arabic word. For example, yawma idin. Yawma idin is repeated 70 times in the Quran. What's the meaning? The root word of yawma idin is yawm. Yawm is repeated 374 times in the Quran. So if we understand the word yawm, we will understand 444 words in the Quran. Yawm idhin is 70. Yawm, ye, waw or mim, it is repeated 374 times. We were reciting Quran in Mahfil Imam Raza, and some people didn't know the meaning of yawm. But when I explained, they understood what's the meaning of Malik Yawmiddin. Malik is an Urdu word. Again, Yawmiddin is day. Yawma idin means on that day. And this Yawma idin is repeated 7 times, as I said. So this is how I explain in the Arabic language. So it's not a tafsir, I repeat. And I'm not qualified to do a tafsir. So we go directly into the subject or the substance of the subject. So learning the Arabic language, if you go by the traditional method, the syllabus, it will take us years. But if you take the short way, because I have been in Yemen before 2015, and there were Arabs who wanted to learn the English language, but they never heard the Bible, they never heard the English news, although there was a channel in the English news. But you people have heard, listen, the Quran, you listen to the Quran, you listen to the ziyarah, you listen to the dua in Arabic. So you people are having a great deal of experience in listening than those people, the Arabs, who wanted to learn the English language, but they never listened to anything. So I would say they are getting 0 marks, you are getting at least 90 marks. If not 90, at least 75. So the first important thing in learning a new language is listening. Why? A child born in a Chinese family is speaking Chinese. Why? A child born in an Italian family is speaking Italian, and so on. Because the first thing the child will do is listening. And then after a period of time, it will just move its tongue in such a way that words come out. Listening is the first important thing to learn a new language. Step number 2, I'm going very fast. Please uh, consider the time constraint that I'm given. The second thing is reading. Those Arabs, they never read the Bible. They never read a newspaper in English, though there are so many newspapers in English in Yemen. But they never did it. They are getting 0 marks. You people have read the Quran. You listen to the Quran, you read the Quran. So listening, you are getting at least 85%. You are reading Quran, you are reading Dua, you are reading Ziyarat. Many of you have gone to Ziyarat, Umrah, whatever. So you are reciting and reading Arabic language. So you people are getting the score of 90%, if not 90, let's say 85%. So comparing those group which I have volunteered to teach them English language, and you people are in very, very close to the Arabic language. Number 3, the third thing could be difficult, writing. In these days, we don't have a pen, we don't have a notebook, which is okay. But at least we are having smartphones. We can type the names of our contacts in Arabic language. Initially, it will be difficult. Yes, I do agree. There are some people who agreed to type the name of the contacts in the Arabic language. Initially, beside the English name, you write in Arabic. And slowly take out the English. All your contacts will be in Arabic. Then you start sending messages in WhatsApp. Salam, things like that. The fourth step is speaking. So the first step is listening. You people have scored 90% or 85%. The second step is reading. You are also familiar with it. The third step is writing, so you have to do something in writing. The fourth step is speaking. When you have acquired that vocabulary, you can speak. Join the words into sentences and go ahead. Now, how to start? How to start learning the Arabic language? Take Surah Yusuf. All of us know the sequence of events in Surah Yusuf. So we know that this ayat is talking about the situation in Palestine. This ayat is talking about a situation in Egypt. This ayat is talking about an incident in the prison. So you are familiar with Surah Yusuf, and believe me, time is very short. If you recite Surah Yusuf 100 times, you will not get bored. I have a proof of that, but time is very short, and I have to wind up in 15 minutes. So I have to wind up at 6:35. So through Surah Yusuf, then you go to the incidents that are mentioned in the Quran of Nabi Musa, Iblis, the conversation between Iblis and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the conversation between Allah and Nabi Isa, and so on and so forth. You will acquire more words. All of us are having smartphones. You take any application. Here I see people are using Divine Pearls, Shia Toolkit. You can also take other applications to understand the meaning of the words, and then you can increase your vocabulary and try joining the words into sentences. There are so many alims in our masjid, so many people understanding Arabic language, like Haji Muhammad Jafar, so many Yemeni Khojas. You can take their help. The numbers of people understanding the Arabic language are more than the group of people here in this place. So please, if you want to understand what God wants to tell us, please increase your vocabulary in the Arabic language. And it's very simple. I'm not saying this to raise your spirits. I'm not saying this to encourage you. No, it's very simple. You see the words in the Arabic language, the root words are mostly three letters. Like for example, sabirin is from the word sabr. Mustashhadin is from the word shahada, and so on. So when you see a big word in the Quran, don't get afraid. Search for the root words, and most of the root words are in the Urdu language. One third of the Urdu language is Arabic. In my personal opinion, it's more than one third, but leave it aside. Because once I was in Mehfir Bibi Zainab and reciting the Quran, and we opened, this means this is an Urdu word, this is an Urdu word, this is an Urdu word. So try to connect the dots. Try to connect the dots, you will be there. Now, what the Quran wants from us, or what God wants from us. The ayat says, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. Aqfaluha means qafl. Qafl means locks. Are our hearts closed with locks? This is an ayat from Surah Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Ayat number 24. Afala yatadabbaruna al-Qur'an. Now what is tadabbur? Tadabbur here is mediation. You can say pondering. You can say thinking. Now how can we acquire, or how can we do the mediation when we don't understand the simple words? Like for example, yawm and yawma idin. Many examples I can give. So, please take your mobiles, change the mobile into Arabic, context to be in Arabic, and start reading with translation. Tafsir is very far. And I've said earlier, tafsir is not my scope. I'm not qualified for it. I just wanted to clarify this thing because in the last 24 hours, two persons have approached me to do 15 minutes tafsir. So I said, look, tafsir is not my scope. And I clarified to them, but I feel that other people also should know that I'm not qualified for tafsir. I'm ready to take the questions from anybody, but because of the time constraint, I can take the questions after the short lecture. And I think I've come to the very end of this because I was told to be about 15 minutes, so it is now 12 minutes. If you have any questions within these 3 minutes, I'm ready to take. Otherwise, we wind up. Any questions? I will be here after the lecture. I will be here available in the masjid. You can approach me, you can approach Haji Muhammad Jafar, other people. So many people are there who know Arabic language, but please, please and please. Arabic language is not a difficult language. You can see in Surah Yusuf, the ayat says, نَحْنُ نُقُصُّ عَلَيْكَ أَحْسَنَ الْقَصَصِ. You can see, نَحْنُ نَقُصُّ. نَقُصُّ is a verb. أَحْسَنَ الْقَصَص, qasas is a noun, plural noun. So, many Arabic words, the verb and the noun, they take the same spelling. Now, if you go to English language, we are narrating to you a story, or we are telling you a story. So, there is a difference. Telling or narrating is a different word, story is a different word. But نَقُصُّ أَحْسَنَ الْقَصَص, it comes from the same root. So, Arabic language is a very easy language. And I can give more examples how the verb and the noun are derived from the same word. Like for example, Saraq, Saraqa. Both these words are there in the Quran. The thief stole. So different word. Thief is different, stole is different. But Saraq, Saraqa. See, the verb and the noun, they are having the same root. So Arabic is a very easy language. Very, very easy language, and you people are the luckiest people in the whole world to learn the Arabic language because you people understand Urdu, and you people, or most of you, excluding, you can say, some, you people, excluding Sajjad Baloch, for example, that you people understand the Swahili language. So there are so many words in the Swahili language which are originate from Arabic. Urdu, people are saying 1/3. I will say more than that. Let's take 1/3, 33%. So you are there. Your listening experience is there, at least 85%. Your reading experience is there. What else do you need? So if you take one bold step, you are there, finish. You can speak Arabic. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.